Hello, everyone. Welcome to this exciting session on biology. Today, we are diving into a crucial topic, communicable or infectious diseases. Have you ever wondered how a tiny cough from a friend can give you a cold? Or how a mosquito bite can lead to a serious illness? We'll explore these mysteries and more. This journey will take us through 4 levels of understanding: easy, medium, hard, and hardest, ensuring you grasp every detail. Let's begin. Let's start with the basics. What exactly are these diseases that spread so easily, and how can we protect ourselves with simple habits? Communicable diseases are illnesses that can pass from one person to another, or even from animals to humans. They're caused by tiny, invisible invaders we call germs or pathogens. Think of common examples like the flu, chickenpox, or even a simple cold. These are all diseases that can jump from one person to another, making it important to understand how they work and how we can stop them. So, how do these germs travel? They can spread in many ways. Sometimes, it's direct contact, like shaking hands with someone who's sick. Other times, it's indirect, like touching a doorknob that an infected person just touched. Sneezing and coughing release tiny droplets that carry germs, and sometimes, animals like mosquitoes can act as carriers, spreading diseases like malaria. Even contaminated food and water can be sources of infection. But good news! Simple habits like washing hands, covering coughs, and staying home when sick can make a huge difference in stopping the spread. Now, it's time to test your basic understanding. Take a moment to answer these 3 questions based on what we've just learned. What is a communicable disease and give 2 examples? List 3 ways these diseases can spread. And finally, suggest 2 simple habits to prevent germ spread. Pause the video if you need more time and think about your answers. Ready to dive a bit deeper? Let's explore the world of pathogens, their transmission, and how we fight back against these diseases. Communicable diseases are illnesses caused by pathogenic biological agents that infect a host. These pathogens are diverse. We have bacteria, single-celled organisms responsible for diseases like tuberculosis. Then there are viruses, which are non-living entities that hijack our cells, causing illnesses like the common cold and HIV. Fungi can cause infections like ringworm, while protozoa, like those causing malaria, are single-celled parasites. And let's not forget worms, which are multicellular parasites. Each type has its unique way of causing disease. Understanding how these diseases spread is key to controlling them. Transmission can be direct, such as person-to-person contact through touch or even through respiratory droplets from a cough. It can also be vertical, from a mother to her child. Indirect transmission is also common. Germs can travel through the air, on contaminated objects called fomites, or via contaminated food and water. And don't forget vectors, like mosquitoes, which carry diseases from one host to another. Knowing these pathways helps us break the chain of infection. When someone falls ill, symptoms vary greatly, from fever to a rash. Diagnosis involves medical exams and lab tests, like blood cultures, to identify the specific pathogen. Treatment depends on the type of pathogen: antibiotics for bacteria, antivirals for viruses, and so on. Beyond treatment, prevention is paramount. Good hygiene, like hand washing, is crucial. Vaccination, which introduces weakened pathogens to build immunity, has been a game changer. Isolation of sick individuals and vector control also play vital roles in protecting public health. Now, challenge yourself with these 5 questions to solidify your understanding of communicable diseases at the medium level. Think about the differences between bacteria and viruses, various transmission modes, and the power of vaccines. Pause the video, consider your responses, and continue when you're ready to review what you've learned. Let's step up our game. Prepare to analyze disease patterns, immunity, and public health strategies in more detail. Pathogens are incredibly diverse, each with unique characteristics and disease profiles. Viruses, for instance, are tiny intracellular parasites responsible for a wide range of illnesses from influenza to HIV. Bacteria, on the other hand, are prokaryotic organisms that can cause diseases like tuberculosis and cholera, often through toxins. Fungi, protozoa, and helminths also contribute significantly to the spectrum of human diseases, each with their specific modes of infection and impact on the host. Understanding these distinctions is fundamental to effective treatment and control. Epidemiology is the science of understanding disease patterns. Key terms include incidence, which measures new cases over time, and prevalence, which represents all existing cases. A disease is endemic if it's consistently present in a region, like the common cold. An epidemic is a sudden, widespread outbreak in a community, while a pandemic is an epidemic that has spread globally, such as COVID-19. These terms help public health officials track and respond to disease outbreaks effectively, guiding interventions and resource allocation. Immunity is our body's defense system. Innate immunity is our non-specific, built-in protection, like skin and white blood cells. Acquired immunity, however, is specific and develops over time. Active immunity occurs when our body produces its own antibodies, either after an infection or through vaccination. Vaccination introduces antigens to safely stimulate an immune response and create memory cells, providing long-term protection without causing the actual disease. Passive immunity involves receiving antibodies from an external source, offering immediate but temporary protection. It's time for some harder questions. These 7 questions will push your analytical skills and connect different concepts we've discussed. Think critically about the differences between epidemiological terms, the types of immunity, and the broader impact of public health. Take your time, formulate comprehensive answers, and deepen your understanding of communicable diseases. All right, future scientists. Brace yourselves for the hardest level. We are about to explore the intricate details of pathogen biology, advanced diagnostics, and cutting-edge global health insights. The mechanisms of infection are fascinatingly complex. Viruses replicate by hijacking host cells, forcing them to produce new viral particles, often leading to cell damage or death. Bacteria, both intra- and extracellular, can produce potent toxins that directly harm tissues or evade the immune system. Fungi often cause opportunistic infections, while protozoa and helminths employ elaborate life cycles, sometimes involving multiple hosts, to thrive and cause disease. Understanding these intricate biological strategies is crucial for developing targeted treatments and preventive measures. Our immune system is a marvel of biological engineering. Innate immunity provides immediate, non-specific defense, acting as the first line of protection. Adaptive immunity, on the other hand, is highly specific and generates long-lasting memory. B lymphocytes produce antibodies for humoral immunity, while T lymphocytes drive cell-mediated immunity, directly destroying infected cells or coordinating immune responses. This immunological memory is key. It allows our bodies to mount a faster and stronger response upon re-exposure, often preventing future illness from the same pathogen. Modern diagnostics have revolutionized disease detection. PCR amplifies pathogen genetic material, offering high sensitivity for early detection, while ELISA detects antibodies or antigens, indicating exposure or active infection. However, a major challenge is antimicrobial resistance, where pathogens evolve to resist drugs. This can happen through various mechanisms, like producing drug-inactivating enzymes or altering drug targets. The rapid spread of resistance, often via horizontal gene transfer, poses a severe global health threat, demanding urgent research into new treatments and responsible antibiotic use. Global health initiatives, led by organizations like WHO, are vital in combating communicable diseases. They drive disease eradication efforts, like the successful smallpox campaign, and tackle emerging threats such as Ebola. The One Health concept is increasingly critical. It recognizes the interconnectedness of human, animal, and environmental health. Many infectious diseases, particularly zoonotic ones, originate in animals and cross into humans. A collaborative, multi-sectoral approach is essential for surveillance, prevention, and control of these complex global health challenges, ensuring a healthier future for all. You've reached the pinnacle of understanding. Here are the first 5 challenging questions designed to test your comprehensive knowledge. Think deeply about the interconnectedness of concepts, apply your understanding of pathogen biology, and analyze the implications of advanced diagnostic techniques and antimicrobial resistance. Take your time to craft thoughtful and detailed responses. Here are the remaining 5 questions to truly solidify your expertise. These questions require you to connect theories, evaluate global health strategies, and consider the practical challenges in disease control. Reflect on the One Health concept, the complexities of vaccine development, and the distinct approaches to treating different types of infections. Good luck! And that concludes our deep dive into communicable and infectious diseases. I hope this session has not only clarified complex concepts but also sparked your curiosity to learn more. Remember, understanding these diseases is crucial for personal health and global well-being. For more engaging and comprehensive educational content across various subjects and levels, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates and more insightful lessons. Keep learning, keep exploring, and stay curious.